But they can eat, right?
Well, I don't know how much is in there, how contaminated it is. There should be some kind of checks and balances on that. In It's not something that you can do easily. Apparently, it's not so difficult to trace these hormones. But yeah, in Belgium, for some reason, they were capable of making a lot of money out of that business.
Mm.
But yeah, so that's, and that creates a lot of skepticism among people. Like, okay, so Glen Boudreau is not good for me, and it is also, the stuff has been added, and whether it's genetically manipulated or whether they add hormones or things like that, everything, don't touch my food, basically, don't touch my food. Um,
Mm.
which is in itself is fair enough, but it's a missed opportunity if we reject everything up front. If we don't just take every development by its merits and its demerits, and then decide, okay, where does this fit into the entire picture, and and make a decision based on this. So this story about the rice with carotenes, it makes a lot of sense, I believe.
Mm. I just watched video. I don't know which food, where our food made it, but do you know the goldfish? Usually Japanese
Yeah,
goldfish.
sure. Kingyo.
Yeah, Kingo, this is going to get 10 times bigger when this goldfish is working somewhere different place. Goldfish getting
Well, we
bigger.
don't need a goldfish 10
No,
times.
this is same thing. We can imagine like a cow or pig or some fish or getting bigger.
Right.
Depends on the kind of food or depend on the environment they're going to change.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's the same with cows. Like cows, they really look like ridiculous. They're so immensely muscular, um, and they have a huge oshiri,
Mm.
because
Pig
that,
is the same, right?
yeah, because more steak. So that sells at the highest price.
Mm.
So the question is everything that is possible, is it necessary, or is it just to create profitability, and what does it do for the well-being of animals? I don't think it will be very pleasant, being a cow, to be blown up to twice your normal proportions.
Okay, my concern is for kind of innovation is we're going to, in the world population, we're going to increase uh, uh, how much people is it? 10 billion
Yeah,
in 2040, 2050.
yeah,
So our concern is how we're going to handle for the food
right.
for those people.
Well, that's the biggest issue, actually. That's the main issue. How are we going to feed them without completely uh, yeah, destroying the food that we're living on. I mean, we can create a lot of bad food, um, without using a lot of resources. But if we want to create responsible food, we need, like the possibilities for DNA technology to create better food, to make it possible for people in the Sahara, the Sahel region, to grow food under harsh circumstances without the access of a lot of fresh water, but still make it, um, let those people eat enough and good quality food, will be a challenge, and I see a big potential for these kinds of technology to make sure that also these parts of the world can thrive.
Okay, Sahel
Mm.
case is, I think I read some material, but this is, anyway, they need water, right?
Right.
So they try to change from desert to green land.
Right.
and people involving a lot of effort to doing something right.
There is actually I also saw something about this that they are now using solar powered devices to actually extract water and make it available for irrigation, so to make it greener. It seemed like a very simple idea and easily applicable, so that it has a lot of potential.
Using solar?
Yes, using solar. So using the sun actually to drive a device to make to basically extract water and to use that.
You are talking about the irrigation tunnel.
No, not a channel. No. Actually, a way to extract because basically under the surface there is water, right, in the desert. So it's a question of bringing it up.
You mean underwater?
Right. It's not like pooling in water, but basically the water that is available in the air, and it is I will look it up, the device, to tell you more, because I saw it and I thought, oh, that's an interesting.
Yeah, I forget that I studied that, but I forget that Mali or some other country they are doing that, but I forget that. And this kind of biochemistry or kind of gene treatment is kind of concerned about for we need to relating for future food, right? So right. What capability do they have?
Well, I think that there is a very latent. There is I'm quite optimistic about the capacity of science to bring to create enough food for 10 billion people.
And is many people researching for alternative food, right? Alternative,
right?
Like
worms,
wheat, not the rice,
right?
Not wheat, but alternative food they are investigating. Is it?
Yes. So there is a lot of research currently being done eating worms and using worms to generate steaks.
Yeah. Also somebody consider for mitochondria.
What's that?
Mitochondria is very small, Mitochondria. My pronunciation something wrong. Mitochondria.
I don't know what it is. Is it kind of a worm or a?
No. This is microorganism.
Microorganism.
Microbiology.
Microbiology.
Yeah, this is microbiology. They are considered for microbiology, just very small one. It's millicentimeters. It's a very small one. They are green one. Okay. I don't know what.
They are actually in the Netherlands. They were doing a test with, those if you leave meat in.
Oh, this can you see this meat? No, you can see this. Mitochondria. Mitochondria.
I'm not so. How do we spell it?
No, mitochondria. Mitochondria.
I don't know what it is.
Mitochondria. In Japanese, mitochondria. This is a very small mitochondria. This is generate oxygen.
Okay.
More smaller than worm. Maybe you should know that mitochondria. Spell is
Is it
MITOCHON
does it live
RION.
does it live in the oceans?